So you guys excited for the show?
Man, we are so excited. This is 20 years in the making. We played in our band in 1998, and now it's 2018, so we're pumped. Ned Kelly's, Green Bay, doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, man. I thought rock days were over, but it just keeps getting better. Here we are 20 years later, still drinking beers. Here we are, 20-year reunion.
Oh, it's fantastic. I couldn't be more excited. Everyone I know is coming. All the people that have been really jonesing to hear some Still Pondering for the last 20 years are finally getting their chance.
So is there a story behind the band name?
Well, see, we played in a band in high school called Funkshun, and we sort of formed just the three of us as a small group of Funkshun, and we could never come up with a band name, so we just said we were still pondering our name, and that just stuck, so we've been called Still Pondering for 20 years.
The place it happened, go ahead, Nate.
20 years later, we're still pondering our name, so here we are, still pondering.
And it was at Kavarna, actually, which is a place we played a lot back in the late 90s, and we actually asked the waitress for some suggestions of names. And when she came back with our coffee, we asked her if she had anything, and she said, "I'm still pondering." And we said, "That's it."
So tell us a little bit about your 20-year-old debut album.
So our initial release was recorded by Bob Bowsley at Guru Studios in West Green Bay, and he was my guitar teacher and my mentor, and I really looked up to him. He kind of put us under our wing, and man, that was a magical day because everything just went good. We were rehearsed, and everything went well, except for Nate having a little bit of a head cold, and it came through a little bit on the recording. But other than that, everything was great.
Yeah, I'm notorious for being under the weather when we have gigs, so same thing tonight, but I'm gonna give it my all.
All right, it's the second time in my life I was in a padded room, and it was the best time.
Cool.
Let's rock this thing.
Washed up ashore, washed up ashore. I'd like to live beneath the dirt, a tiny space to move and breathe is all that I would ever need. I wanna live beneath the dirt, where I'd be free from push and shove like all those swarming up above. Beneath their heels I'll spend my time. Shout your name into the wind. I'll wriggle in the earth and dew. Shout your name into the wind. Sometimes I will think of you. Shout your name into the wind. If you ever think of me, kneel down and kiss the earth. Show me what this thought is worth. Never hear your voice again. Shout your name into the wind, shore, washed up ashore.
egos get in the way now. It's all egos. So how was the show?
Show was epic. We had at least 150 people show up, at least. I didn't really count, but I feel like that's a solid number. What do you think, Nate?
I'm tired. I can't rock and roll anymore like I used to. But good times nonetheless.
It was fantastic. I couldn't see my family with all of the strangers who were just drawn in off of the street by the fantastic sounds of Still Pondering.
Yeah, it was quite magical. The tones that came from our guitars and vocals, it pretty much redefined an era. I think that only the 2018 timeline could define.
Being 20 years after 98.
I think the beer might have had something to do with it too.
I'm not saying the beer didn't have an effect, even though it was 100 taps at Ned Kelly's, but I'm saying it was pretty epic, and people even out on the balcony are like feeling the effects, and they might not be the same ever again.
So what's next for Still Pondering?
I think we're going for a 10-year reunion from here.
30-year reunion.
30-year reunion.
30-year reunion.
Yeah, Nate.
30-year reunion tour.
Nate might be out of the country for the next 10 years, but Matt is in Appleton and I'm in Green Bay for however fucking long that
You'd
might
think
be.
a band whose former name was Funkshun would be better at math.
Yeah.
Wow.
We just want to thank Ned Kelly's for the opportunity, because this is our my local bar. Can't speak for the others.
Cool. Well, we will see you guys in 10 more years.
Yeah, I
See you
do.
the next time around.
Absolutely. Thanks, everyone. See you then.